It's your boy Superman coming back from the fight here. Part two of the numbers. Why Conor McGregor will never ever get the equity position. All right. So last thing I said before the kids barged in, they came to get some balloons they have here. We're blowing up for the party. So the last thing I said was the valuation. All right. The UFC, the valuation is completely expected to go up. And not only the valuation, but they're taking a risk on a gamble on the Fox deal. That Fox is going to come back. They're going to renegotiate the TV rights, and the revenue is going to go up 4 times. Currently, they make 1 point. What's that? No, I'm sorry, 115 million. So 4 times 115 million. I did the math somewhere right here. Let me find that page. Since I'm so nerdy, I did that math. Where's that? Where's that? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to just do the math right now. Blah blah blah. In my head to roll. Yeah, that's gonna be equal to 460 million. I did the math in my head. So if I'm wrong, sorry. So basically, they're saying, okay, what's gonna happen is that 460 million in revenue is gonna more than cover the 117 million in interest payments. So it will level out, and then on the back end, they can grow the company aggressively, like they've done with the bullfighters, professional bullfighters entertainment that they've bought. They hope to do the same move here. So that's cool. So yeah, they're investing in this product. They got the valuation, they got the numbers, everything had to line up perfectly. So WME-IG ultimate goal is to go public. After they go public, the sale of those stocks is going to be used to reduce all this debt that they have. And then afterwards, they can give their shareholders, money. You get your dividend distribution, and you're good. Long-term dividend distribution, you're good. You pay the debt down. The company has the capital to grow and acquire more entertainment franchises. So they're trying to get to the stage where Bellator is. They're trying to get a similar cost structure and a similar structure going to Bellator. I use Bellator because their parent company is a publicly traded company, and Bellator is a subsidiary of the publicly traded company. All right, so they're trying to do what they're trying to get to that stage by aggressively growing. But the problem is that everything that they're doing is in the entertainment industry, and they're trying to license, manage, and market content exclusively in the entertainment industry. Now, I'm not saying that Bellator parent company doesn't do that, but they have multiple markets that they're already in, and they're extremely huge, and they have a larger pipeline that they can bundle their content with and sell through cable providers and that type of stuff. So it's a completely different kettle of fish, okay? So Conor McGregor is not going to get an equity position because, hey, there is the debt to pay back, investment in the company to grow into new markets. And then in addition to that, the UFC just came out with 58 or 28 page, 58 page document saying that they're going to cut their costs. They're going to streamline the way that their cost structure is, and they expect to reduce their $54.5 million payroll to us. This number, $27.4 million. Now that's, I'm no math wizard, but that's more than a 50% cut in payroll. Okay, so they're going to cut promotional costs, and if they cut in promotional cost, and they have to grow the revenue by a certain percentage to cover the cost of these interest and loan payments, where's the money to pay Conor McGregor or even give him an interest, a ownership stake? It's not gonna happen. They're gonna have to keep their cost structure low. They're gonna have to leverage. In other words, their other in-house infrastructure, their pre-built infrastructure that they have to manage their other companies. They're gonna have to leverage those expertise to get the economies of scales. Well, let me give you an example. So I'll be like my business buying 6 other business, and I just say, hey, I don't need 6 accountants or 7 accountants at all the subsidiaries. What I do need is bookkeepers at the other subsidiaries. So here's what we're gonna do: we make everything virtual, and we'll consolidate all the costs administrative selling and administrative cost into one cost center. So basically, the home office that does everything, we're gonna do all the admin and all the cost stuff. It's like Walmart. They don't do all the accountant in multiple locations. They have one cost center where multiple people manage different things, and by leveraging those skills and human asset in that one cost center across multiple organizations, they're able to reduce their costs. And that's what we're going to see in the UFC. We're going to see some of the offices being closed. We're going to see, even if an office open up internationally, we're going to see something similar to just like a, what's that I'm looking for? Kind of like a floater office. We come in, we rent space, we use local resources with the business, and when we leave, we'll leave. We don't continue to have resources going, whining, running while we're not there. We only pay for what we use. So there's no way Conor McGregor is going to get an equity position, especially since the owners are coming in a vulnerable situation where they need to make money. They need to make this happen because they've purchased a lot of other businesses and they have debt to reduce from the financing of the purchase of those other businesses, and they have to grow the revenue aggressively. So what's going to happen if Conor McGregor keep making demands? Don't be surprised if they give Kiev, that's his name, the Russian guy with the funny looking hat, I call him Shish Kebab. If they give Shish Kebab, aka Kababi, a shot at him, make him win the belt, and then build a superstar out of him. Or go ahead and find another personality who's just as polarizing and make them into a star, and then build the whole thing around them, throw them a couple softball fights. Because I feel like that's where it's going. Because once you get a CEO in a position where they have to grow revenue, and Dana White, his compensation, and whoever is left over in the UFC, even who's going to operate as a standalone organization with the cost centers being moved to probably WMEIG, whatever their local offices, the day-to-day operations people and the managers, they'll still have to, their compensation is going to be tied to how they increase revenue. That's what their bonuses are going to be tied to. And you put them in a situation like that, they're going to start, especially Dana White, who has a background in how can I say this nicely? A background in fight matching and creative thinking, but not experience of how to streamline revenue, how to cut costs and that type of stuff, and rely on other people and exercise good judgment in those type of situations. I'm not saying he's a hack. I'm just saying this might be too big of a proposition for him to grow revenue that fast. And when CEOs are getting that position, they usually make bad decisions because they have to meet those numbers to get the compensation or the golden parachute taken care of. And that's why he's making the bad decision of trying to push for the Floyd Mayweather fight, because, hey, that's much money. I could grow revenue. I could this, I could that, you know. So that's my concern. Conor McGregor will not be getting any kind of equity because right now the financial health of not only the parent company with its massive debt load, but the UFC with this new debt load, like 4 or 5 times higher in interest payments, they're going to have to cut costs majorly, and they're going to have to do a lot to break into other markets and get new footprints. So there's no, oh, I'm Conor McGregor, no, I got to get more money. That's not going to work. That's not going to fly anymore. This purchase of the UFC changes the whole playing field to a situation where they're going to make numbers based on the decision. And it's going to come to the point where no superstar is too big to either get knocked down a few pegs or just, totally taken out the game. And that's why when John Jones screwed up, Dana White was so upset because, hey, that's some pay-per-view points you costing me right there. This is a whole different, this is business. No, it's not going to be at Dana White's pleasure. He's not the emperor anymore. He's just going to be another person that has to generate results, or his ass is, pardon my language, out the door. All right, guys, that's my 2 cents from the fight chair. Hope this video didn't bore you to death. I'm a nerd. I love the numbers. Can't help it. All right, guys, peace out.